Hi, everybody. Welcome to Media Temple. Today I have with us Russ Reeder, President, COO. Hi, guys. And myself, Demian Sellfors, co-founder. There are questions about the GoDaddy acquisition of Media Temple. So go ahead and load up your questions here in the Google Hangouts, and we'll do our best to give you answers and clarity and try to help you understand what's going on here at Media Temple.
Yeah, this is Russ Reeder. I'm the president, and I'm definitely excited to speak with everyone. There's obviously we've gotten a lot of social buzz, and we're very excited about the opportunity that we have. We think that this will help us grow globally, help us provide additional services to our customers. And we wanted to set up this Google Hangout so we could sit down and answer questions in live. So thank you for joining.
Great. So let's go ahead and choose a question, Russ.
All right.
Let's see.
So I'm going to select the first one. So right out of the gate, right?
All right.
So everyone can see this. So look, Media Temple, right, as Demian founded the company 15 years ago, specifically focused on web designers and web professionals, and has stayed true to that promise, and we will continue to do so. So we will stay as a separate entity. We will continue to serve our customers and provide the same level of technical customer support. And Blake Irving, the CEO of GoDaddy, Jeff King, the GM of all their hosting platforms, have been very clear that they want Media Temple to be Media Temple and to continue to deliver the same level of service to our customers that we have.
Yeah, that's right. So the question is, how do I know that Media Temple is not going to become like GoDaddy? We have a mandate from the CEO of GoDaddy to be an independent and autonomous company. So we're going to keep doing what we do as Media Temple, as an independent business, just like we did yesterday. So there's going to be no changes.
Great. All right. So I'm going to select the next one here. So will GoDaddy's... all right. Let's see.
Not sure what happened to that one.
Someone just took it away. All right. The question was about GoDaddy's DNS. So we will be keeping our data centers. Media Temple has data centers on the West Coast and East Coast. Media Temple's data centers are Tier 4 and just top notch, and so we will continue to stay in our data centers. We are not moving our servers.
That's right. The question was, will we be part of GoDaddy's DNS blacklisting protocol? And the answer is no. We're going to continue to run our own DNS servers. Again, autonomously from GoDaddy as an independent business. It's the same Media Temple DNS that you had today that you have yesterday.
All right, so next question here. When you deliver a service, that's what you're rated on, right? So our service are two things, right? It's technology, which the products that we offer that solve our customers' problems, and two is when the customer needs more, right? When they have a technical question. That's really how Media Temple has grown our brand, through word of mouth. When you, our customers, call up, and whether you may know the answer and not have time to do it, or you may be in a position where you don't know the answer. And when you call up and you have a great experience with Media Temple, then you tell your friends. And that's how we've grown, by word of mouth. We are going to continue to deliver that same level of service. I don't know if you've noticed, but a few months ago we just launched Cloud Tech. It's a premium technical customer support. We noticed that as we looked through our logs and the call reports, that we were saying no a lot of times for scoping support to things that we could easily say yes to and go above and beyond. And database analysis and performance analysis and migrations. So that's Cloud Tech. And so not only are we delivering the same level of service, but we're going above and beyond and offering new services that will help our customers succeed.
Yeah, to the question, how do I know that the customer service won't change? I mean, the answer is simple. It's like, look, guys, we can't iterate enough. We're going to be an autonomous and independent company. We're going to provide the same support that we did yesterday. We're not going to be using GoDaddy support. We're not changing our support. It's what we're known for. It's frankly, it's why GoDaddy was so interested in Media Temple, is because we're phenomenal at that, and we have and true expertise in providing customer service. So again, no changes are going to happen there.
Okay, so next question. We're just going to address this one head on, right? So GoDaddy has they've taken the high road on telling the full story with SOPA. The employees at GoDaddy have never supported SOPA, and we found that with the people that we've met, right, and to be totally candid with you, this has been a great 3-month experience for us. We've had the opportunity to get to know all of the GoDaddy employees, and they've actually they without a doubt support the internet privacy, and do not they without a doubt were amazed and shocked with the I don't know if we're still online, but just something came down. So I'll keep talking. I can't really tell if we're still online or not, but are we still online? Okay, so sorry, our screen has gone blank. So number one, the employees at GoDaddy never supported SOPA. Number two, it was one individual, and that person's no longer there. Number three, there's a new management team that definitely believes in internet privacy. So Media Temple has always believed in internet privacy.
That's right.
Right. So just to be clear, I don't know if you could hear us or not. Our Google Hangout disappeared for a second. So going through this process, we've had the opportunity to meet so many GoDaddy employees, and so look, we have a great relationship with our customers. You trust us, and we've a lot of you have been here over 10 years. And so over the past 3 months, and going through and meeting a lot of the technical architects and engineers at GoDaddy, we've been able to get some insight into really who they are. And look, there's a lot of press out there about SOPA. Media Temple has never supported it. The employees at GoDaddy have never supported it. It was one person who had a voice, and they are no longer at GoDaddy. And so it was an employee. It wasn't the core management. And so I think it's very clear that in order to host millions of customers with 12 million customers, you'd be amazed at the tech-savvy people and how much they support internet privacy.
Yeah, good answer.
Feel free to ask more about that if you would like us to clear it up.
Yeah, sure. I'll take that question. There's a question about, do we have any comments on the statement of always looking for an exit since we started the company? That's quite frankly, I don't apologize for that. It's why I became an entrepreneur, was to build a business that hopefully could be a good exit for my shareholders and my board of directors. I like to joke that I'm on year 15 of a 3-year plan. We were never supposed to run the business this long, but hopefully, as I've demonstrated, we're very patient people, and we built Media Temple on the premise of waking up every day and thought about how can we build the most value for our employees and for our customers, and we did that for years and years and years and years. So this is just kind of a natural step for us. Additionally, my business partner is near retirement age, so he was ready to move on, and I've got other projects that I'd like to focus on. So it's real simple.
So next question. So Demian brought me in about 1.5 years ago to help grow Media Temple, and over that time period, we've hired some pretty phenomenal managers. We've promoted from within, and we've added processes to make sure that we can have scalable growth. So I will be staying on as the president. I'm a part of the culture here, and we're all very excited to stay as a separate entity, but have the opportunity to grow globally. Right? So 15 years ago we started. We've grown by word of mouth, and there's only so fast that you can grow by word of mouth. And so if you were to ask, say 3 months ago, if you were to go ask our engineers and support, what would you want to do more than anything for Media Temple? And they would say that we want to help more people succeed online. We want to offer our services to more people. But that's a lot of money, right? We don't want to spend those marketing dollars, and see, hopefully that will work out. So being a part of GoDaddy gives us a global infrastructure to offer our services to more people online. They have over 55 products. They've made some amazing acquisitions over the past 15 months, right? So Ronin, how great would it be for our web designers and web developers, our customers, that if you need to create an invoice, you can create an invoice. 15 months ago, they acquired Outright, which is very similar to like a NetSuite or kind of like a Workday, a junior Workday, a financial system for small businesses. So a lot of our companies could use that. GoDaddy has a number of other services. So we're not going to integrate that in the short term. A lot of people have asked, okay, well, what's the short-term plan? This is it, right? We're answering questions and we're going to go back to business. We're going to go back to running Media Temple and doing what we do best.
Yeah, good answer.
Yeah. So next question on the investment. So without a doubt, if Blake Irving, the CEO of GoDaddy, was with us, I've heard him say multiple times that where we need the investment to grow, he will be there. We've been profitable. Media Temple has been profitable for 10 years. We've been growing quickly. And so like I just mentioned, there are a lot of synergies that we'll take advantage of on the infrastructure side. We're not moving any data centers, right? So, but we're not integrating on the applications. Your account center where you log in, your control panel is still your control panel. And so from our customers, I think our customers will really benefit from this. And just by seeing Media Temple being able to scale quicker. Right, so what does GoDaddy bring to the table? So you know, I think we just mentioned that, right? But so the infrastructure, right, applications, they have some pretty amazing architects for the future. But look, we're a long-term scalable growth opportunity is for Media Temple to continue to grow as we have been. And so we have a great customer base, we have great employees. Media Temple has won the best places to work in Los Angeles over 5 times by the LA Business Journal. We're 7-time running on Inc. 500, 5,000. Like the Media Temple is scaling quickly. And so we will continue to be Media Temple. So I'm going to throw this up there. I'm not going to speak for Blake, but Demian and I spent 3 hours on the phone with Blake and Jeff King from GoDaddy yesterday with a multitude of reporters going through and saying this exact same message. So without a doubt, you can read the quotes and you can see that Blake is talking about this. Check out his Twitter feed. And you can look online, but he is very vocal about all the message that Media Temple will stay as Media Temple is. So all I have to say here is that we are not moving data centers, and we're staying as a separate entity.
Yeah, and keep in mind, you know, I hand selected Russ a year and a half ago, so it isn't like we've sold the company and now some new management is going to be integrated into the company. It took a long time in finding Russ and vetted him out quite a bit, knowing that I really wanted to transition the culture of the company to someone who understood my values and understood the philosophies of Media Temple and could really actually take what I've done and make it better, and that's what we're up to.
Yeah, I mean, we have a great management team, and we're staying intact. Just kind of throw this question up there. Media Temple will definitely stay as its own separate entity. You call customer service, you're going to get Media Temple customer service. Like I said, the employees at GoDaddy, and GoDaddy does not support SOPA. Media Temple does not support SOPA, and so I think we're all aligned here. So it looks like Steven, we're good. Hey, look at this. Thanks, Ryan. I'm glad you're happy, right? So we have over 125,000 customers hosting over 1.5 million websites. And so Media Temple has, we're in over 100 countries, and hopefully all of those customers can say the same thing.
Yeah, no, thanks for the comment, Ryan, and that's exactly the case. We're not making this up. We're not. This isn't kind of elaborate, corporate doublespeak. There is a mandate from GoDaddy that we remain independent and an autonomous company. They do not want to change what we're doing. It was a very big component for me when I was looking at different companies that wanted to invest in Media Temple.
So here's a great question. Someone said, so Rick, you say that this is not what we stood for. Look, if you go downstairs, feel free to come into our office. We're in Culver City in Los Angeles, and you can see on our wall our mission, vision, and values, right? And so we want to help small businesses succeed online. That is what we stand for. And we believe that we're going to be able to grow quicker and help more people succeed online.
That's right. And also, I just will add, GoDaddy is going to be helping us expand internationally and localize, our service. So they're building expertise in localization that we'll be able to benefit from. So they want to be in 30 countries in the next few years. A lot of the technologies and a lot of the strategies on internationalizing our user experiences, we'll be able to benefit and borrow from those teams and be able to use those technologies that are developed.
All right. I'll let you answer this one, Demian.
So, like I said, this has always been in our plan. You don't stay at a company forever. So a lot of people don't really plan for their exit and don't really think about it. And I just operate a little bit differently. I've always known that every job that I've ever had has never been permanent, right? So we've been courted by a number of companies over the years, a number of investors, and frankly, we took our time at choosing who would be best for us. And for me, I really never thought that we'd be selling our company to GoDaddy, but it wasn't until I spent time with the management and the leadership, and I saw the company was truly transforming. I spent some new time with the new CEO, Blake Irving, and we were a lot alike. He comes from a design background. We share a lot of the same philosophies about customer service, about the prioritizing employee experience. And so when they made us an offer to to invest in Media Temple and to help make it better, and to leave us autonomous, well, that was exactly what I wanted. So, those are some of the reasons right there.
I'll start the answer for this one, then I'll pass it over to Demian and talk about Verb, right? So Demian found Verb, invested in Verb, grew Verb. Look, the story that's not written is that GoDaddy definitely took the high road here. If you look at their site builder, the changes in their site builder over the past several months is amazing. They have over 1 million users on their site builder and have some great plans for their site builder. Verb, very successful, solves a lot of customers' needs, has about 18,000 customers. So I used to work at Oracle. I've worked at 5 other software companies since then. I was an engineer out of school. I used to build big mainframe financial systems. I've seen this a lot. And when GoDaddy called up and they said, look, you can spin off Verb, that was impressive because I think most companies would have said, yeah, sure, bring in Verb. It potentially competes with ours, so we're not going to support it any longer. Instead, they said, look, this is pretty interesting. It supports designers and web developers, and we want to continue to let that live. And so they asked if the employees and the founders of Verb would like to continue that challenge.
Yeah, that's right. I don't have a lot to add to that other than there was a lot of redundancy with GoDaddy's site builder, and it just made a lot of sense. And so Verb is absolutely one of the things that I'm going to be working on and focusing on in the future.
So there's obviously a lot of comments about SOPA, and I don't know if Emerson, if you were there here earlier. So look, if I don't know how many people wrote it, or we don't really care about it. Everything that we know is we don't support it, right? So I don't care if it was 1 person or 20 people. I don't really. All we know is that we never supported it. The people that there obviously was someone at GoDaddy that supported it and maybe even helped write it, but she's no longer there. So that's all I can say. That's just the facts. That's all I can talk about. Here's one we are talking about, right? Did you expect the backlash? No.
Well, I guess I did to a certain extent, and the thing is that not everyone has gotten to see what we've been able to see, which is, a company that's truly transforming with a new CEO, a new leadership, with a new mission and a new vision, and a lot of the values that we have are shared by GoDaddy, and so this is a time for the company to really kind of deal with its past and to make the next step in its transformation. So, we're really busy. We have a really great team. We've always been trying to meet customers where they're at. So we've been leaders in social and customer service over social. So yeah, we're a little busy right now, but it's what we're here to do. And the goal that I've made for the company is to have a 100% conversation rate. So we want to acknowledge 100% of the questions that are being asked to us. It's one of the reasons why we're doing this here today. We're trying to go toward you. We're trying to lean in. We're not trying to run from our problems and run from any of the concerns that people have. So, if we need to set this up and do this tomorrow, we'll keep doing it until we can really kind of bring the clarity and the information that people are looking for.
Yeah, look, GoDaddy's a new company. Like I said earlier, we've had a very unique opportunity to meet so many employees, so many great, smart employees that have made it their commitment to help small businesses. Right? They have a new management team. The companies that they've acquired, like with Ronin, a great service to provide invoices, right? After Nick for the domain marketplace, with the outright technologies for financial services, for MDOT for mobile websites, for Loku to helping restaurants be successful online, write once, publish anywhere. If you and I know it's not your business to pay attention to all the little details because you weren't hosting with GoDaddy, but if you've been reading the news, we've obviously been very aware of the news lately. We've seen a company that Blake came on in January. He's hired a whole new management team. They've made some amazing acquisitions. They have a whole new rebrand. The marketing campaign is totally different. So talk's cheap, but they're actually walking the walk. So we knew that there would be some backlash, but not obviously as severe as we've seen.
Yeah. So this question is, if there really are changing and there's more trust and there's kind of a transformation happening, why not wait until they're done? Well, we did wait. They did due diligence on us, and we did a lot of due diligence on them. And we really, we didn't just take their offer blindly. We went in and we made sure that what they were telling us was true. We took a look at it. We talked to employees, and we went, we did a thorough job at looking at this and making sure that it was true.
Yeah, we didn't make the move based on their brand. We made the move based on our mission, and that's to help small businesses to succeed online. And so leveraging their infrastructure, in the future, if there are other technologies that we can offer to our customers that will help, then we can offer that. But we're staying as a unique entity. So whether it happens today or next year, Media Temple is still providing that same service.
Yeah. So why a big global company? Well, we really believe in what we do and how we do it, and we're really excited about the idea of bringing our way of business and our philosophies to more people around the world. We know that in certain countries, particularly in Europe, that there's a strong desire for the Media Temple service and service of excellence in those countries, and we simply don't have the resources today to do that by ourselves. Our 225 employees are busy servicing our current base, and quite frankly, we'd like to do more. We'd like to go out to Latin America. We'd like to go to Europe, and so there's nothing wrong with the current MT, but we just want to take what we do to a bigger stage.
Look, this is a great question. There's no more long distance. The world is a very small place, and so we have a lot of customers that want their websites to be global, right? That have global websites, that want them to be faster, that have customers that are global, right? So we're serving our customers, and our customers want to be global. Because of Media Temple's brand, we have a lot of customers from around the world that are asking us to have more infrastructure in their countries. So we will soon be able to provide that. So it's really just solving our customers' needs. It's not this personal idea that we have. So.
Look, we are transparent people. We're going to continue to be as transparent as we possibly can. To deny that this wasn't also financially motivated would also be incorrect. The shareholders of the business want to have a return on their investments, and so that absolutely was part of this. But we made a very specific decision with GoDaddy because of the way that they promised to treat our business as an autonomous, independent company after the transaction. That was a big part of this transaction. And in fact, I can tell you, we had offers from other companies that were more money. So the importance of being able to treat our culture the same way and operate independent was a big deal for me.
Demian started this company 15 years ago from his apartment. If anyone deserves to take some money off the table, it's Demian and John. So it's a great question. If we were sitting here and we were a part of Facebook or Google or Oracle or Microsoft or Cisco or any of those other public companies, they're great technology companies, you wouldn't be able to track all their investors in that public company, right? So there are a lot of investors in GoDaddy. We can't speak to who they are or how much money they'll make, but the bottom line is GoDaddy does have 12 million customers that they help, and they have a goal of growing exponentially. And the only way they're going to do that is to provide solutions for their customers. So look, all we're saying here is that we've had some time to dig in. And so if you trust us and you enjoy being a customer, then just wait and see, right? So just a quick answer on this one. If you've seen their new advertising, go to GoDaddy.com. You can see Jean-Claude. They've got a new quirky, extreme marketing campaign that doesn't include any TNA. So hopefully you'll be pleasantly surprised by that.
So look, it's important to realize that Media Temple hosting is going to remain Media Temple hosting. You do not need to look for a new provider. We're not going to be GoDaddy hosting. We're going to be Media Temple hosting. So everything that you enjoyed about our company yesterday, you'll be able to enjoy today and into the future. It really is that simple. Nothing is changing.
Okay. All right, David. No corporate double speak. All right. So look, call up customer support. Ask them who they are. Tomorrow, call up customer support. Ask a technical question. If you ever get a GoDaddy employee on the line in their customer support center, you can call me up. Right? So we're Media Temple. We're staying Media Temple. We are a division of GoDaddy. And so if you've called GoDaddy's customer support, look, one of the I think GoDaddy deserves a little bit of credit here. I think some of the story that people are really missing is that these are all engineers like the people listening here, and they're trying to provide better services. They're transforming the company, and it takes a long time to earn respect, and we get that. So I just say wait and see, right?
Yeah, give us a chance. I mean, why move your hosting if you don't have to?
So contract clause, any terms? We're not discussing any terms, but everything that we've said is total agreement with the GoDaddy management, and we're looking forward to continue to provide great service.
Yeah, well, we've always been very respectful of our competitors. It's a philosophy that I've had in the business since the beginning. And if there was any kind of jabbing at GoDaddy, at some time in the past, it's because they're a different company today. I mean, they have evolved. We would not be working with GoDaddy today had there not been a real change or a real transformation happening in the way that they approach their business, their advertising, their employees, and their philosophies. So.
Yeah. So next question, hesitation. Of course, right. So when GoDaddy came here, look, I'll be honest, we didn't know what to expect. We're much smaller than GoDaddy, and they came with their engineers, and their engineers were very humble. They didn't come in and say, look how many customers we are, and look how big we are, and look how small you are. They said, wow, that Grid's hosting that you guys built in 2006, we love that. We've really been watching you, and you do some things that we are still trying to figure out. And so in this, they didn't come to the table with this like, oh, here we are, we're GoDaddy. They were people very similar to our engineers.
Yeah. And just to technically answer the question, GoDaddy was the one who approached Media Temple, along with a number of other competitors and investors. So for years, we've been getting people who have been wanting to work with. We felt it was the right partner at the right time.
Mm-hmm. So we'll just put this up there, but unfortunately, we're not discussing any financial terms. So thanks for asking. So obviously, a lot of companies say they're going to be independent, but you have to wait and see. And so I believe that there's two things. Number one, Media Temple will be, and you be, right, that you can wait and see if Media Temple will be independent. But what you'll also see is that the changes that the management team are making at GoDaddy will I've already started to take effect. Look at look at the history of their website and the changes. So I think the changes that they're already making have already started to be in effect, and we'll see the two companies on totally different paths, I think, 3 years from now. And so I think with technology changing, that's the best thing at technology. Technology changes at the speed of light. And so who knows what's going to happen 3 years from now, but hopefully Media Temple will be providing great services to our customers, and GoDaddy will be providing great services to theirs.
Yeah, I say, give it a chance. I mean, unless they're completely lying to us, which we do not believe that they are. I mean, from the very top, the CEO down is saying, no changes, run the company independent and autonomous. You know how to do hosting better than us. We want to learn from you, and we don't want to fix what's not broken. So, we can speculate all we want about whether they're telling the truth or whether this promise is real or not. We believe it. We think you should believe us, and we think you should give it a chance.
So, if you're a Media Temple customer, when you call in, you'll still be a Media Temple customer. You'll get Media Temple support, right?
There you go.
Next question.
Like I said, the plan for us to remain autonomous and independent was a huge deal. So there's a lot of investors and acquirers that was not their plan. They wanted to make very real changes to Media Temple. They wanted to move data centers, move offices, do weird things with employee culture and HR. And so to have a situation where we have permission to continue doing things the way that we want to do things is a huge thing for me. I'm still very invested in the philosophy of this company and where it goes. I've built Media Temple to hopefully be a 100-year-old company. So I'm thinking about the long term.
All right, this got 6 votes here. So, look, I think the great American dream is right here, right? Demian started Media Temple from his apartment. We've grown Media Temple to be a global company in over 100 countries. We have over 125,000 customers hosting 1 million websites. And so Media Temple, we solve a lot of problems for some great customers. And so what we've been able to see is we've had this unique access to a company that is transforming. So if people don't believe in change, then we're not going to change your mind, right? So it is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
All right. So thanks, Jack, for the question. We will continue to maintain our own servers and our own data centers. So we won't have a problem with the SSL port blocking. So is GoDaddy getting rid of the hosting plans? No, GoDaddy has hosting, right? It provides a specific niche of solutions. So they're going to continue to provide hosting, and they have millions of hosting customers.
Yeah. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it up for there. We've got through more questions than we actually thought we were going to get through. Yeah. And we want to keep hearing your feedback. If you found this useful, we'll do this again. And kind of go through more questions and keep trying to bring you the answers that you're looking for.
Yeah, thanks for the time, and we look forward to speaking with you again. Take care.
Thanks.